More snow on the way, so let's bring in meteorologist Jacob Morse, and a very Merry Christmas to you, Jacob. And I got a little Christmas present for you. It's an extra 30 seconds.
I'll need that because we have a lot to talk about, Daniel. Merry Christmas to you as well. And everyone celebrating Christmas, you had to open gifts today, but you also probably had to shovel snow with some impressive totals coming out of the system last night and into today. Jamestown, over a half a foot of snow, 6 inches in Ashley, about 5 inches in New England, 4 inches was a total at Bismarck, and 2 inches in the city of Dickinson. Now, there is still a little bit of light snow falling out there right now, but this system is really winding down as we speak. Some accumulating snow is still possible over the Red River Valley, but there is another system coming for tomorrow afternoon through Monday, so we don't have too much of a break. Tonight and into tomorrow morning will be dry, but as we get into tomorrow afternoon and especially Sunday night, we will be seeing a more potent system move through for central and especially eastern North Dakota. You can see where those winter storm watches are currently in effect. That's where the bullseye is for the higher probability of snow. This is for 4 inches or more of snow in those red shaded areas. Again, mostly east of US 83, but I think the Minot area, you have a very good chance of getting some significant snowfall from this system as well. This is the probability of 6 inches or more of snow, again, highlighting that area, especially in northeastern parts of North Dakota. Daniel, I'll be timing out this system for you coming up a little bit later in the newscast because there will be some travel impacts as we go throughout the rest of our holiday weekend.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Thanks, Jacob. Changing now to the weather, meteorologist Jacob Morse is here, and it looks like the travel map is kind of lit up like a Christmas tree, Jacob.
Yeah, a lot of colors on this, and most of it snow-covered roadways out there. I was just traveling on I-94 coming back from a ski trip in Montana the past couple of days, and that was snow-covered earlier this morning, so still a lot of icy and slippery surfaces out there, so take caution if you're traveling on this Christmas holiday, and that'll carry over even as we go into Sunday and Monday with slick travel as another round of snow comes in. But the snow is clearing out right now with temperatures mostly in the single digits. We are below zero in Minot and up towards Williston right now, and temperatures will be dropping off, and some dangerous wind chills will be present as we go into tonight. These are current wind chills, -3 in Bismarck, -19 wind chill right now in Williston, but in the northwest corner of North Dakota and into northeast Montana, this is where wind chill advisory is in effect until noon tomorrow because wind chills could be as low as 30 below zero, but everywhere in the first warned viewing area we'll be seeing chilly wind chills as we go into your Sunday morning. This is a snapshot as we wake up at around 7 or 8 a.m. with wind chills anywhere from 15 to 30 degrees below zero, and it doesn't get much better as we go into the afternoon hours, still dealing with wind chills below zero for most if not all of us. Actual air temperatures tonight will be dipping down to -6 in Minot, 1 below in Bismarck, 3 above zero in Dickinson, and then tomorrow we'll be seeing a high of 17 in Bismarck, 15 for the high in Dickinson, 8 in Minot, as well as over in Williston. This will be the warmest day of the next 7 because a lot colder air is moving in, and we'll be seeing snow move into the area as we go into the afternoon hours. So let's time this out for you. This is round 2 of the weekend snowstorms. Area of low pressure develops into northeast Wyoming and will trek down to the south of us. Snapshot at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Most of us still dealing with dry conditions, maybe an isolated snow shower or two, but a lot more snow builds into the region and increases in aerial coverage as we go into the afternoon hours. There will be some gusty winds, wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour, but some heavier bands of snow will develop in the evening and overnight hours. All of North Dakota really dealing with some moderate to possibly heavy bands of snow into the late evening and overnight hours of Sunday and into the early morning hours on Monday. Those gusty winds will persist into Monday morning as well. We could be seeing wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour as this system wraps up. A little bit closer to home, more detail of this system going into Sunday at around lunchtime, starting to see more moderate to heavy bands of snow develop over the region, gusty winds coming in out of the east, and then temperatures will be hovering from the single digits to the teens as some more moderate to heavy bands of snow increase in aerial coverage by the evening hours. This is a snapshot at 4 a.m. on Monday morning as that snow will be winding down by the Monday morning commute. So a snowfall forecast looking at how much we can expect in the region, about 3 to 5 in Williston, but much more along the US 83 corridor, and especially into points east into the James River Valley, where they could be seeing upwards of a foot in areas like Jamestown and Devil's Lake. But then the cold really moves in, looking at temperatures not making it above 0 degrees for many of us Tuesday and Wednesday of this upcoming week, Daniel. Intense cold for sure, with again life-threatening wind chills, especially in those mornings of those days, and it doesn't get much better. The cold really sticks around.
No kidding. Thanks for tracking it out for us.
You're welcome.
Let's turn it right over to meteorologist Jacob Morse, who's in the First Warn Forecast Center. And Jacob, it's been very busy for you. It's been a very busy travel weekend. We're looking at a lot of different snow forecasts, so take it away.
Yeah, Daniel, the main message, if you don't need to be traveling, don't venture out there, because conditions are going to continue to deteriorate as we go into the evening hours. This area of low pressure in northeast Wyoming right now going to trek to our south, and that's going to throw some heavier bands of snow into our area. We're already seeing some of these heavy bands right now. One of those areas I've circled, and from just south of Minot down towards the Jamestown area, that will continue to lift off to the north, but within that heavy band of snow, we have very reduced visibility near 0 from that area just south of Minot to around the Steele and Gackle areas along I-94 from Bismarck to Jamestown, being impacted with this heavy snow band and very reduced visibilities, as I was mentioning, under a mile in places like Bowdoin and Jamestown. So that's where some of the heaviest of snow is right now. Areas in southwest North Dakota, you will see some of this snow continue to increase in aerial coverage as we go into this evening. But check out some of these NDDOT road cameras. Just treacherous conditions if you are venturing out there. Use extreme caution. So snow will continue over the next several hours, and again, increase in coverage across the viewing area. It'll last into tomorrow morning, but then that snow will be tapering off as we go into tomorrow midday and afternoon hours. We've been pretty consistent with our forecast snow totals. Again, the highest totals around the Minot and Jamestown areas. Still significant snowfall though for Bismarck and Mandan. So Daniel, I'll time out the rest of the system and when we can expect much colder air moving in, because we are looking at life-threatening wind chills as we go into next week. All
right, thanks Jacob. Let's turn it over now to meteorologist Jacob Morse. The snow is still falling and we have some travel concerns, a little bit to be aware of.
Yeah, Justin, in Lemoore County, a no travel advisory has been issued, and I anticipate a lot more of those no travel advisories to be issued by the Department of Transportation as we go into the evening hours. This heavy band of snowfall, there could be 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates within this band of snow as it continues to lift off to the north, and that's where we're seeing the most reduction in visibility from Minot down southeast to Jamestown, where visibility is less than a mile near whiteout conditions. So definitely not advising travel as we go into the overnight hours tonight unless you absolutely need to. So the snow overspreads the entire region by around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So in southwest North Dakota, where there's not a whole lot of action right now, you'll be seeing some more snow by that time frame. And then the snow continues to push off to the east, likely ending in eastern Montana by the early morning hours tomorrow, but still extending from central to eastern North Dakota by around the 3 to 4 a.m. hour tomorrow. Still looking at some heavy bands of snowfall in central and eastern North Dakota, as winds will also increase by this time frame. Check out these wind barbs, upwards of 40 to 50 mile per hour winds coming in out of the north and west, and that will be drawing in much colder air and allowing our wind chill values to be frigid as we start off our Monday. But that snow does taper off by around 7 to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning and push out of our region, but the winds persist even into the afternoon hours on Monday. So this is the storm total for the snow forecast, and anticipating about 7 to 12 inches in Minot, more amounts off towards the James River Valley, about 4 to 8 inches in Bismarck, and lesser amounts off to the east, but still around 3 to 6 in Williston and 2 to 4 inches in Dickinson. This is including the snow that has already fallen from throughout the earlier afternoon hours today. So I want to emphasize that this winter storm warning in central and eastern North Dakota continues until 6 p.m. tomorrow, and that's because there will be some areas of blowing and drifting snow tomorrow, even as the falling snow ends. With those strong winds tomorrow, throughout the entirety of North Dakota, we will be dealing with some blowing snow, and that will cause for some more travel impacts even as we go into Monday. During the morning hours, the winds will be strongest, again gusting upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour, and still some strong winds winds as we go into the afternoon on Monday. Those strong winds will create for some dangerous wind chills. This is a snapshot at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, looking at wind chill values as low as 35 degrees below zero in western North Dakota, as low as 40 degrees below zero near Williston around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and very frigid wind chills continue even into the evening time frame on Monday. So sub-zero wind chills will be with us for Monday, and that will likely be continuing even as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, and rather most of this upcoming week. So actual air temperatures tonight will be dipping down to -4 in Bismarck to -15 in Williston. And as we go into tomorrow, our actual air temperatures will be dropping throughout the day. So the high will actually occur near midnight, and then we'll see sub-zero temperatures throughout most of the daylight hours tomorrow, with again that snow ending in the early morning, and there will be some areas of blowing and drifting snow even as we go throughout the rest of your Monday. But then that intense cold really sets in, Daniel, looking at life-threatening wind chills, especially Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. Wind chill values could be as low as 40 to 50 degrees below zero, and the cold sticks around. That means the snow is going to be sticking around with us too. That's on the ground.
All right, thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome.